Hey everybody, I'm Ilushia. Today we're playing System Shock 2 and it's gonna be awesome. I've never played this game before, to give you guys warning ahead of time, so I probably won't be able to show you very many secrets or anything like that other than the ones I find on my own. They've actually had a failed recording of this, and interestingly enough, the first time I loaded this up, it went straight to this screen with no introduction and nothing else. And there's an intro button here, and it wasn't working last time. This time it appears to be, but I haven't watched it yet. So let's go and watch it and see what it is.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? In 2072, a rogue artificial intelligence known as Shodan lost her mind. In her limitless imagination, Shodan saw herself as a goddess, destined to inherit the earth. That image was snuffed out by the hacker who created her.
February 3rd is the day the magic happens. The Von Braun, the first starship in history capable of traveling at faster than light speed, will undertake her maiden voyage. This incredible journey is the result of teamwork between the UNN Protectorate and the incredible scientific minds at the newly relicensed Tri-Optimum Corporation. Imagine being able to travel to distant star systems in a period of weeks. It's all part of Tri-Op's commitment to the future. The Von Braun is packed with over 1.8 billion flight, scientific, and security systems, nearly all developed by Tri-Optimum and its wholly owned subsidiaries. Providing security for the Von Braun as she plows through the heavens will be the UNN Rickenbacker. At her helm will be no less than Captain William Bedford Diego himself, hero of the Battle of Boston Harbor during the Eastern States Police action. This incredible union of government and corporation is made possible by an intricate series of docking mechanisms that will allow the Rickenbacker to piggyback its way into jump space. Sleek, fast, revolutionary. Who knows what wonders await our crews in the bosom of the cosmos? All we do know is that it's a great day for mankind.
Of the UNN Von Braun. We've been hijacked by an unknown force. Ship security has been compromised. Do not allow the ship... Repeat, do not allow the ship to leave under any circumstances. I don't know what we're up against here.
Dun dun dun! Okay, that was actually a pretty good introduction. Give you a little bit of feedback about the first game and do some stuff like that. I will be starting a new game. And we will be starting at the beginning.
Look at you.
Oh, it's going to show me the same thing again. I'm going to skip that. And it still loads me up here. Yay! Last time it didn't show me the intro when I started a new game.
Welcome to the Ramsey Center UNN recruitment facility. Please watch your step when leaving the train. The grav shafts at the end of the hall will take you to the street-level training and recruitment center. Please proceed to the grav shafts.
I will probably not be talking over most of the speech in the game, just because I find it useful to... Aw, I'm not allowed to call people on the phone and bother them. I'm not allowed to climb that either. Darn it. I love this. There's a trash bin over here that's like on the side and there's stuff all over the floor. It's like, seriously? You couldn't spend the like 4 seconds it would take you to pick it up and put it in the trash bin, probably. Another offline telephone. There's no one to... Huh, I can move slowly if I hold down shift. I don't know why I want to move slowly, but I can.
Step into the grav shafts to proceed to the street-level recruitment.
That's down, I guess. I went straight into this one last time, so I was like, I wonder if the other one kicks me downwards. It does. I guess that's the way you get back. I still really like the atmosphere in here. The signs are really kind of awesome. In a crazy... Oh, a little bit of texture glitching there. That's not very unexpected considering the age of the game. It happens, you know. They can't iron out every single corner of every single room. So, I've never played this before, and I have no idea what I'm in for beyond the very most general.
Before you choose your career, you'll want to learn some basic abilities. First,
yes.
You should go into the basic training center. When you're done with basic training, proceed to the advanced training area.
I got as far as partway through the advanced training last time before I got interrupted.
To pick up, welcome training. While you're in our virtual training courses, we provide you with a simulated cyber interface. This training interface is identical to an actual military-grade cyber interface. Now, let's try it out. Move the mouse. See how it changes where you look?
Yes, thank you.
That means you're in shoot mode.
I've been doing this for quite a while, actually. I mean, I admit that this may have been one of the first games to actually use the mouse in that way. I'm not sure.
Open your primary MFD, or multifunction display, by clicking on the MFD button near the bottom of the screen. Because I've been doing it for so long, I'm used to the idea that
this
display shows your strengths
you can move your mouse, the thing around with your mouse.
When you're ready to continue, press the Tab key to go back to shoot mode. Try changing between modes until you get the hang of it.
Yeah, I got that.
Follow the red path along the ground to the next training station. To pick up items, center them on your screen and right-click.
Like I said when I was playing, I've played through the tutorial before, so I'm probably going to talk over this, because I don't really need to listen to it myself. And most of what he's telling you is basically the exact same thing that you see in almost any other game.
Drag it from your inventory into the 3D view.
Which probably is a testament to how good this game was, that every other game since then for an inventory and a first-person shooter has followed after it. It's definitely a lot better than Pathways into Darkness, which is the first thing it reminds me of in being a first-person shooter that has, like, stuff in your inventory. That's a game I will never play because the UI in that game is absolutely awful. I'm not even sure if it's available for a computer that runs it.
To use items like buttons and computers,
I'm still sad that I can't stand on this thing and crush myself into the ceiling.
All usable items will have
it just passes right through you, which is really lame.
Highlight the button on the pillar and right-click. This will activate the lift.
Kind of sucks.
Try it out.
Yeah.
If you can still see your inventory display, it means you're in use mode. The object before you is a med hypo.
I can pick it up
and press Tab to go into use mode.
Yay, used it.
Right-clicking on the med hypo will use it and restore some needed hit points. Your hit points are displayed by a bar. See the crate in front of you.
I can search
it. Center it on your screen and right-click.
Yay, stealing stuff.
If you are in use mode, simply move the pointer to the crate.
I guess stealing stuff is sort of one of the most
important tools you have as a soldier is your PDA. This device stores audio logs, emails, and now it's time to learn about jumping and
make them say all the things at once. This actually really impresses me. There's you can jump from the elevator, but more importantly, if you walk up to one of these things and you hold down spacebar, it jumps you, and then you climb up it. This is one of the only games I have seen where a first-person shooter protagonist has arms. Thank you! You are truly one of the greatest games in the last 20 years. By a wide margin, you actually give your characters arms that they can climb with.
You've done well. Remember, if you're unclear on any aspect if you've completed basic training, you're ready for the advanced lessons provided here. Advanced training will familiarize...
Alright, wannabe. If you want to learn the weapon skills...
I'm sorry, I laughed at this the first time around, too.
Come on.
Because that's just hilarious. I mean, listen to that. That's a Texan drill sergeant. It's more. You couldn't get more stereotypical than that if you tried. I got to the end of this my first time around, so after this I will be talking over the tutorials a lot less. I'm sorry for talking over the tutorials so much. Practically everything I've seen so far in this game is pretty normal for a first-person shooter as far as I'm concerned.
Now we'll teach you how to handle a firearm. Pick up the pistol and the clip from the table.
The only weird thing is that you pick things up with right-click instead of some other button.
Bring up your inventory and drag the pistol to your weapons equip slot near the right-hand side of your inventory. If that's too slow for you, you can use the hotkeys on the keyboard. Press 2. If the pistol was in your inventory, it will equip for you automatically. To lock and load the ammo clip, hit the R key or hit the reload button on the lower right corner of your screen. Once you've loaded the firearm, take a shot at the dummy robot by pressing your left mouse button when in shoot mode. Notice how it's
it doesn't do any more damage if you headshot with it, as far as I can tell. So it doesn't really matter where you shoot your opponent, just so long as you're shooting them.
Some items need to be charged with energy before they can be used.
That's
Pick
4.
Up the laser
5.
Now use the recharging station nearby. The recharge station will juice up all of your energy-based items. Batteries.
This sounds really loud to me, actually. I think... Yeah, my sound was turned way up. There we go. That's more like the sound level that I usually run at, which means the first part of this may actually be way too loud.
Weapons are not fine wines. They do not get better with age. The colored dot on the lower right corner of the screen tells you what kind of shape your firearm is in. Green is good, red is bad. To fight the effects of wear and tear, a soldier with maintenance skill can use a maintenance tool to improve the condition of his weapon. Just pick up the tool, open your inventory, and drag the tool onto your pistol. Remember that maintenance tools are only good for a single use.
Nah, it still takes the same number of shots as far as I can tell, so weapon repair, as far as I can tell right now, it doesn't seem to significantly change the amount of damage it does. But this is as far as I got before last time failed, so we'll go through here and see where I go from here.
Good work. Now you're ready for the Marines. Take a look at the other training areas first before you enlist. They might just come in handy.
Okay, let's go take a look at technical skills.
Inside, we'll teach you the basics of some technical skills you'll need in the Navy.
Technical skills. So I guess we're in training as someone who will be on board that ship that we saw in the intro. So that's how we're going to get our character introduced to what's going on here, which ought to be pretty good.
Welcome. You'll notice when you're in the Cyberlink booth, we'll provide you with a temporary cyber interface. And
yes, everybody else has told me this.
Tasks, but they'll only last
really
so long
don't
as
need
you're
to tell
in
me
the
this
booth.
in every single tutorial. You need to tell me this like once.
You is a container of nanites.
Okay.
Nanites are consumed whenever you perform technical tasks, such as hacking or repairing.
I'm not
When you
sure
pick
how
up
that
the
works,
container
but
of
whatever.
nanites, they do not go in your general inventory, but are instead displayed in use mode on the bottom left of your screen.
Oh yeah, so
Walk
there.
over to the keypad by the door. Use the keypad by right-clicking on it. To the right of the number pad, you'll see an orange tab labeled Hack. Let's click on the tab. Text will appear indicating the difficulty of the hack and any bonuses that apply. Click on the Start button to begin hacking. You'll see a grid of nodes. Clicking on a node will either turn it bright or dark. To successfully hack, you must connect 3 bright nodes in a straight line. Beware the ice nodes with the red outlines. If one of these turns dark, you fail the hack, and you might break the item you're working on or worse. You can restart your hack attempt at any time by hitting the reset button, though you'll have to pay the nanite cost again.
Alright, sorry I was so quiet through that. I wanted to make sure I actually understood what he was telling me, because I'm sure this will become important. Okay, so I want to... If I click on these... Okay, so... Basically... Alright, that was not actually very helpful to the... Oop, grab that before the door closes. Okay, so it looks like it should be fairly simple most of the time, maybe?
You can
We'll
use
see how it
nanites
goes
to
later
buy
on.
items from replicators. To use a replicator, right-click on it.
Hi there.
Then
Please
left-click on the
make your
item you wish to
selection.
purchase. The item you purchased will drop into the slot below. Make sure you pick up your purchases before you leave.
I wonder if what happens if I hack one of these. Let's find out. No, that doesn't work. No. No. No.
Hi there.
There we go.
Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
Oh, now I can buy anti-personnel bullets, standard bullets, and medical items.
Thank you for choosing. Thank you for choosing Value Rep.
Whee! Huge pile of medical hypos that I will never ever need, and they're only virtual. That's still hilarious, though. Oh, I love this, too. These virtual medical hypos seem to affect my health in the real world, too, because my health was the same in this and the last one. Is that really the entire thing for technical skills? Really? Just hacking and how to use,
Hi there. Please
Wow,
make your selection.
that's kind of ridiculously small. Whatever.
You learn the basics of the technical skills. There are several other technical skills you'll learn throughout the course of your career, such as repairing items and modifying weapons. The cyber interfaces for these tasks are similar to the hacking interface. Before you enlist in the Navy, try out the other training courses. They'll be useful.
Alright, now we move on to psi skills.
Inside, you will learn how to reach out with your mind. Do not let fear block your path.
Alright. Well, that's good to know, I
We've
guess.
provided you with a virtual interface and the temporary ability to project simulated psionic powers. Once you leave, the red bar at the lower left of your screen tells you how many psi points you have. Psi points symbolize the current ability to use your psi powers. Psi hypos replenish your psi points. Try using a psi hypo and watch your psi points increase. When you've reached your maximum in psi points, move to the next station.
Alright, so that's interesting to note. Your psi points come back instantly, but your health points come back over time.
This psi amp amplifies your psi powers and lets you project them into the real world. To equip it, pick it up, and then hit the tilde key. Firing the Psi-Amp activates your currently selected Psi discipline. You currently have access to 2 disciplines, cryokinesis and kinetic redirection. Go into use mode and click on the arrows on the bottom right of the screen. This will cycle through your available Psi disciplines. Later, clicking on the arrows above the number to the left will allow you to select Psi disciplines from higher tiers.
Neat.
Use cryokinesis to destroy the robot and kinetic redirection to pull that nanite container towards you. Be careful. Holding down the mouse button can augment the power, but holding it down for too long will cause burnout, which will damage you. If you run out of Psi points, use another Psi hypo.
Okay, so simple enough. You can use telekinesis to pull something towards you from a long distance, which is highly useful, I guess, for being able to grab things that would otherwise be impossible to reach. They do move really, really slow, though. Oh, and it didn't quite make it to me because I didn't charge it up all the way. But you can use it to grab things at long distance, and you can potentially use cryokinesis in this to kill things. And I presume there will be a bunch of other psi powers. Good to know.
Mastery of the mind is a slow but rewarding process. Return to this area if you need more guidance. Before you enlist in the OSA, it would be useful to experiment in the other training courses.
And that's all the training course is done. Also, I don't know why the psi booster plugs into your arm, of all places. You would think it would plug into your brain, not into your arm. You wouldn't think that kind of information would get transferred through nerve muscles all the way to the arm. But hey, whatever. So we will move on.
Here's where you make your choice, soldier. Here's where you enlist in one of the 3 branches of the military. Once you decide on your branch of service, there's no going back. The shuttle will take you to a UNN orbital space station, where you'll receive a briefing regarding your yearly postings. Good luck.
I could do psychic, or I could do technical, but I think I might actually go for the Marines, just because I'm a big fan of direct combat kind of characters. You know what? I think I'm going to go for the Navy for the technical stuff, just because it'll give me access to hacking, which makes it more likely I'll be able to get access to places I would not otherwise be able to access. So while I won't be able to be quite as good at shooting things, I think I should be much better at using, being able to get into places where it would otherwise be impossible for me to get to. I'm assuming that all 3 of these have advantages and disadvantages, because it's that kind of game. Cutscene! Alright everybody, I think I'm going to call it quits here for this video. We've finished our tutorial, we've gotten our basic introduction, and we've made a selection of class. So, I will see you all next time as we continue with System Shock 2.